All rise. Welcome to the Explainer Courtroom. I'm going to be your presiding judge today, and we are officially putting the Cambridge AS and A-Level Arabic 9680 syllabus on the stand. Specifically, we're zeroing in on Paper 4, Section 2, essay questions. Now, listen closely, because just knowing the Arabic language, that is not enough here. The difference between walking away with a standard B and securing that elusive A star comes entirely down to one thing: mastering how you evaluate evidence and draw conclusions.
Consider the virtual gavel banged and court in session. Let's quickly review today's court docket so you know exactly what we're tackling. We'll start with the charge sheet, then we'll move into cross-examining the text, followed by restocking the evidence. After that, I'm putting you to work with some interactive jury duty. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the final verdict. All right, let's dive right in. Section 1, the charge sheet, also known as the case of the missing A star. The absolute biggest crime we see here is candidates failing to properly evaluate their evidence. So we have to ask ourselves, why exactly do students struggle so much with analytical depth and evaluating evidence? Well, to really show you where these cases fall apart, I'm going to introduce you to our two junior attorneys. They perfectly represent the most common trap students fall into. We've got Counsel Alex and we've got Counsel Sam. Let's take a look at their exam strategies. When Counsel Alex writes an essay, they basically back up a dump truck and drop incredibly deep evidence files right onto the page. We're talking massive amounts of data, but absolutely no closing argument. They just never evaluate what that data actually means. Now, on the flip side, we have Counsel Sam. Sam is a ridiculously persuasive writer, beautiful, flowing rhetoric. But Sam relies on completely generic answers with zero physical case study backing. It's all fluff. Let me tell you, neither of these approaches will win in court, and neither is going to get you that A star. So how do we actually fix this? We move to Section 2, the discovery phase, cross-examining the text, utilizing the method mark strategy. You see, in Cambridge exams, marks are heavily awarded for process. You don't just get points for the final answer. The exam board demands a strict, step-by-step sequence. Think of data interpretation like a mandatory legal procedure. Step 1, you identify the key elements from the texts. Step 2, apply the relevant theoretical principles. Step 3, execute your analysis with crystal clear working. And Step 4, this is crucial, verify your results and present them properly. If you skip a step, especially that verification phase, boom, you automatically lose those method marks. This exact protocol is what the academic benchmarks require from you. It's all about logical, structured reasoning. You literally have to deconstruct the given information, solve it systematically, and most importantly, evaluate it with justified recommendations. You must prioritize analytical depth over superficial breadth. Your argument has to carry some actual weight. Don't just list 10 shallow facts like our friend Counsel Sam. Give me 3 deeply analyzed points that lead to a rock-solid conclusion. Okay, Section 3, restocking the evidence. But hey, we're going to pause the trial for just a quick second to secure your legal counsel's feed. Consider the gavel struck right now. Make sure you hit subscribe for Ace the Exams at the handle @AceTheExams. You definitely do not want to miss our weekly masterclasses that give you the exact frameworks you need to ace these papers. All right, let's get back to the evidence. It is time to bring our absolute top witness to the stand, the principal examiner report. In our courtroom, this is the ultimate legal precedent. The report explicitly states, the classic mistake is providing generic answers, not specific to the question context. Always link every point to the given scenario. I mean, this is exactly what Counsel Sam was doing wrong. If your essay could apply to just any generic topic and isn't anchored directly to the stimulus material provided in the exam prompt, you are quite literally just throwing marks away. Pulling straight from those examiner reports, we've got the top 3 critical warnings, and honestly, you should probably write these down. Number 1, candidates constantly confuse cause and effect. That's a logical contradiction mid-paragraph that will completely destroy our argument. Number 2, students forget to check their format, presentation, and terminology. And number 3, like we literally just talked about, answers are not specific to the context given. Listen, if you catch yourself committing any of these 3 offenses mid-exam, you need to object to your own writing and fix it immediately. So how do we actually build a true comparative analysis to avoid those traps? Well, you have to interrogate both sides of the argument. It's not enough to just say 2 things are alike. You must identify similarities and differences using comparative connectives. But wait, you can't stop there. You have to back up those comparisons with hard evidence and then draw a conclusion about their relative importance. That right there is the exact structural framework you need to logically link your evidence. All right, moving on to Section 4, Interactive Jury Duty. Yes, I am looking directly at you right now. We are running a live workshop challenge to see if you can spot the hearsay.
I want you to examine this exhibit very carefully. This is a translated sample from an actual Arabic 9680 student paper. Here's what it says. The topic is very important and has many effects on society, which we can see in everyday life. Look really closely at that wording. Here is your challenge. You are the jury today. Is that statement hard evidence, or is it just descriptive hearsay? Imagine a 60-second timer ticking down right now. Really evaluate that sentence for me. Does it contain actual data? Does it have a specific causal link? Does it actually answer a specific prompt about the syllabus? And time is up. The verdict? That sentence was pure, unadulterated hearsay. It was just generic fluff that completely lacked any causal relationships. The crucial takeaway here is that hard evidence requires precise definitions, very clear causal relationships, and integration with other syllabus areas. You absolutely need those cross-topic connections if you want to elevate your answer from a B to an A star. Order in the court. We have officially arrived at Section 5, the final verdict. This is where we take everything, all the evidence we've gathered today, and consolidate it into a full-mark, optimized strategy for your winning argument. As your presiding judge, I am laying out my ultimate ruling with these 3 rules of evidence linkage. These are your foundational pillars for building bulletproof arguments, pulled directly from the syllabus. Rule 1, context integration. You have got to link every single point back to the given scenario. Rule 2, which builds right on top of that, establish causal relationships. You must clearly separate your cause from your effect. And finally, Rule 3, cross-topic connections. Examiners will actively reward you when you integrate references to entirely different areas of the syllabus. So what happens when Counsel Alex and Counsel Sam finally combine their strengths? You get an optimized paragraph that sounds a little something like this. While Source A highlights the immediate socioeconomic impact of the 20th century literary revival, defined by a sharp rise in published periodicals, Source B presents a deeper, long-term cultural shift in poetic structure. Ultimately, the cultural shift is more significant because it permanently altered modern Arabic literary expression, as evidenced by the widespread adoption of free verse across the region. Wow. Do you see what they did there? They established definitions immediately, they supported the differences with hard evidence, and they closed the argument beautifully. That is exactly the perfect balance you want. So, the final question I have to leave you with today is this. Is your next essay going to be built on hearsay, or is it going to be built on bulletproof evidence? The choice is entirely yours. Before you go, make sure you smash that subscribe button for @TheAceTheExams. Click the bell so you get all our notifications, and I want you to comment down below with your target level and your subject. Court is officially adjourned, and I will see you in the next masterclass.